What is a disciple? The best person to learn from is Jesus himself. You know that Jesus was the best disciple maker. And there was a moment when Jesus started this great adventure of making disciples. So we would like to learn from him in the Bible when he started, because we are always starting to make disciples. This is actually the great mission of every Christian. Jesus didn't left the great commission of making more services or making more events or trying to pursue people to come to the church building. He was very clear in Matthew chapter 28. Go to the world and make more disciples. Multiply disciples. So we need to learn from him when he started to make disciples, how to do it. We have in Matthew chapter 4 how he did it, his first disciples. The Bible says in verse 18, while walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in the boat with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets, and he called them. Immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. This is a perfect passage to understand what disciple actually means. It means a follower. Did you notice how many times the word follow or followed or following is mentioned here? Because this is actually what it means to be a disciple. It's someone that follows the instruction. It's someone that submits to the mentor, to this spiritual father, to this leader instruction. Someone that follows. It's not about a college degree. It's not about seminary or course. It's about to have a real relationship. A relationship of following someone. But it's interesting because this relationship was not focused only into themselves. It's always an expanding relationship. It's that willing of, once we actually have discipleship, a real disciple make other disciples. That's the point over here. You notice that Jesus said to Peter and Peter and Andrew, saying, guys, I would like to make you my first disciples. And I will teach you guys to become fishers of men. To show how it works, let's call your friends, other fishermen like you guys. There was James and John. You see that a disciple-making process always is this expanding relationship, this multiplying experiencing. It's not focusing themselves, closing themselves. I am so excited to be part of a church, a group of brothers that really believe in discipleship. Because in a discipleship, we are always multiplying. So we have clear from Jesus Christ what it means to be a real disciple. It's about to follow, but not following instruction for nothing, just to make my life better. But instead is to actually multiply this teaching in other people's life. Luke chapter 14, Jesus goes deeper. He explains us the cost of discipleship. He said that this kind of occasional follower relationship, it doesn't work. Jesus had a crowd coming to him to get healed and to receive food and being delivered. There was a moment that Jesus said, if you want to be disciples, you need to count the cost. Put the numbers down and see if you are able to really become a disciple. And Jesus brought a beautiful illustration. He said, if a king has 10,000 soldiers, he should think about going to war against another king, a stronger king that maybe has 20,000 soldiers. Maybe that weaker king should surrender, renounce all, and find peace with the stronger king. I would like to say that this is what God is calling you right now. If you want to be a disciple, believe me, you are the weaker king. You don't have even 10,000 soldiers, and you are trying to fight against the Lord of hosts. You are trying to impede what God is already calling in your heart. He wants to conquer you completely. Surrender it all. Make the numbers down. Put the numbers down. And see that the best thing to do to enjoy a profound, abundant life in God is renouncing all to Christ. This makes you a real disciple. God bless you.